One more period after this, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and then we get to go.
Cool.
And you're right, I have the
Great.
both
All right.
same
So
Spanish.
we're looking at first light. What are some things, characteristics, just on first glance about first light? Let me raise your hand and tell me.
Well, it's got the name light.
Yep.
For the first 10 measures, we rest.
Yep. That's a good observation. Yes. What about the key?
It's B
It's
flat.
B flat.
Yeah. B flat major. That's great. Sir, yes. What else?
We play like the same thing from here to there, and then from there to to here.
That's another good
That's a lot.
observation. So you take those things, but you play it like almost twice as fast. Like the same notes are right there. It's another good observation. You look through these things first to notice different issues that you might come across before you want to do the quick read through, read it down. You analyze the piece first. Yeah.
At
Raphael.
57 and 85, we change our beats, like how fast we go.
Oh,
Yes, the tempo. That's called tempo. Yes, and
Yeah.
it's immediate change too. It doesn't push into it, and it's like, oh, it does here. See at the end where it says you slick 2 before 85. See that? The ritornello right there. That RIT ... That stands for ritornello, which means a gradual slowdown. So that's going to take us back from 138 to 116 there. See? And so what's another thing we notice about 11 through 21? What is a lot? There's a lot of things going on 11 through 21.
Like, the thing
Yeah,
that makes it go.
crescendos. Yes, that's a good one.
crescendo.
And so it starts. What is the starting dynamic?
Piano.
Piano, and then you see at the end measured a 12 right there. It does that push up to mezzo forte. See that? So and it's in 2 beats. So you have to spin that like a piano from mezzo to piano to mezzo forte. That's 2 dynamic levels. It's got to go within 2 beats. That's another one. And then immediately back down to piano, right at the beginning of the next measure, right? And then it does the same thing 4 measures later, but instead of shooting the mezzo forte, it shoots the forte. So just having a mental idea that when you do reach there, it's going to be just slightly louder than where you reached before, your moment before. Yes, Raphael?
And 94 has that little RIT thing again.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's a good observation. Yeah, ritornello, and that's a long one. You see, that one lasts all the way to the end. That's 94 to the end, so that's just going to be a slow. You're going to have to just really watch the conductor right there because he's going to give you the pulse, and y'all go straight with him. And y'all don't even have much besides that
What's multi?
on the end. Molto means a very molto, like molto retard on it. So very slow, very big retard at the end right there. Yeah, retard, it's for short. Yes, retard, not retard. Yes, no bad words here. Yes. All right, and then what does it say at 65?
Molto legato.
Legato. We know legato, right? What does legato mean?
I don't know.
It means lyrical, nice, connected, full valued, connected notes, right? We know that, right?
Yeah.
Legato versus staccato, which is very short, punchy, short, detached notes, yeah? And so, yeah, look, note-wise, there's not a lot going on here. So the main thing you have to focus on, since y'all have touched this the most, the main thing you do have to focus on, and I see you already have the A-flats marked as 1. Y'all have any of those other ones A-flat marked as 1? Yeah, grab your pencil and mark. Anybody have a pencil?
I always have a pencil, actually.
Great.
Oh, what's that
We can
last
share
note?
with all the other unprepared students in class today.
What's up with the last note?
No, I have one.
The last note, which one?
Like, why is it got
I
2?
already wrote my
Oh, that means you're going to play it. You're going to split that part. Look at the very end, the very last measure right there. That means some of y'all are going to play that bottom note. Some of y'all are going to play the top note. And we're going to fit, yeah. So whichever y'all have the beefier lower sound for the lower notes is going to play the bottom note. I'm sure I'll put 2 of y'all on the top note there.
Yeah, I'll
So with
probably
that
play
pencil,
B.
yeah, go ahead and mark those A-flats as 1 as a precautionary thing.
I can play a B really loud.
You have those, yeah, you got them marked. Cool, already. So let's go ahead and do 11 through 21. You want to go ahead and start right there? And that's all. That's the first section he wanted us to hit. And he said concentrate on notes, rhythms, ties, slurs for the fierce reps, and then refine dynamics and style. So we're going to start. So let's go right from the top here. Let's get a tempo reference point. I don't know if that's the one they're working on out here. Let me see if I can click a tempo for y'all. It said anywhere from 100 to 116. 116 is what it's marked at. We'll go nice. We'll go slower. We'll go to 100 right now.
It says 116 plus.
Huh?
It says 116 plus lighthearted.
Plus lighthearted. So lighthearted mean nice. Yeah, lyrical, elegant. You know whatever that means to you. Take that to your own interpretation. What lighthearted means in your playing. So you start at piano, so you are in the main part. You are just reinforcing harmony. So that's 122. That's too quick. Let's think about midway. This is about 108 right here. 1, 2, store 1, 2, 3. Push that. Ready? 1 and 2. Let's go read all those measures right there. 11 to 21. Ready? 1 and 2 and 1, 2. Ready? Go. Ready? Yeah, we good? Ready?
You want us to play?
Yeah, we're gonna play. I'm sorry. Yeah, but ready? 1 and 2 and 1, 2, ready, go. Let's stop right there. See, I didn't hear much of a crescendo right there. I like those y'all's piano dynamic play. Everybody play your first note. 1, 2, ready, go. That's good. That's good. Hear that? That's nice and underneath. Whatever is gonna be complementing that. Okay, so yeah, I need that big push for those first 2 beats right there. Ready? 1 and 2 and those 2 measures. Ready, go. Down. Yeah, right there. So back to even though you get excited with that crescendo, y'all get right back down to the piano right after that. So let's do those 4 measures. Okay, 11 through 14. Ready? 1 and 2 and 1, 2, ready, go. Oh, go ahead and hear you play that, Uriah, by yourself. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, see, don't lose any bit of beats right there on that rest. Try to make that beat 2. I hear y'all are cutting beat 2 off like it's really short or like it's marked with a staccato. Make sure you give that full value. So, bah, bah, you know what I'm saying? It's not bah, bah. And so give that its full value. Let's do that again. So yeah, that was a good example. Let's hear Raphael's version of the first 2 measures right there. I'm gonna hear that crescendo from Raphael. Ready? 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, but you just hold that view. That was a good example. You hear that when it was nice and really low at the right, and he had that push with those 2 beats. Try that again there, Raphael. And yeah, hold that, and then hit the go ahead and continue on the next part. Ready? I'll cut you off. Ready? 1 and 2 and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so hold that half note. It's full 2 beats. Don't hop off there. But that's a good example. I just wanted to show you all that individually. See, I'll try to match Raphael with that sound. Let's go to the first 4 measures again. Ready? 1 and 2 and 1, 2, ready, go. Three, 4, right? Great. So everybody stop right there. That's perfect. Yeah, so you already have those marked, the A flats. Make sure you hit those first valve. And when you move that push right there, look at 16. That push to forte right there. Actually, you're staying up at forte. So keep the energy up. It doesn't drop back down to piano like it does before. Ready? And then you see it has that tie note 2 before 21. So you don't re-articulate beat 4. That's the only slur they have in that whole section. Ready? Let's play that all again as a section. Ready? 1,
From
2,
11?
yeah, from 11. Ready? 2, ready, go. And now that I didn't point that out before, that decrescendo lasts 2 whole measures down to 21. So ba 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 ba. Yeah, but around here, halfway through that, you should pretty much have arrived. You're going from forte to piano, so halfway through that, you want to have arrived to mezzo piano. You know what I'm saying? And then that way, that low B flat can be nice and low because they don't have to put a lot of air through that, not as much as any of those higher notes. Ready? Let's hear from that forte. Let's hear 4 measures before 21 from the forte. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, that's the idea. That's more the idea. Let's hear that again. Ready? 1 and 2 and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, that's weird. Let's hear let's hear that slur. Let's just hear those 2 notes. That slur. It's not a slur, but it's a lip slur. Basically, what you have to do with your mouth right there is got to get quick, very loosen up the tension. You're going that high B flat to that low B flat. Let's just hear that measure. Ready? And try to have the decrescendo going on there too, because that's the weird part. They still have the air support to hit that low B flat nice and clear. Ready? Just so high B flat, low B flat. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, two, again, and go. Yeah, and I like how you're backing away from that. Like again, and two, and 1, 2, again, and go. 1, 2, again, and go. All right, now let's back up 3 measures back where we started on the forte. 4 before 21. 1, and 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, and then that was a great setup to arrive here at 21 where it says calm. It's calm, so nice, and y'all just have these long tones the whole time, over and over, and that's piano. So you want to still have a full centered sound, but keep it, nice and underneath everything else. Dynamics are always relative. That's one thing we'll discuss a lot. Dynamics are always relative. Like when it says piano and everybody's still blowing really hard, that means you got to play piano relative to them. You might be playing really quiet, but in the relativity, it might be a pianissimo. It's like compared to where it's actually heard. So you have to realize where you belong is in balance with the rest of the ensemble at all times like that. And to see as piano, you're probably not an important part. So y'all need to stay underneath so that you can hear the melody voices, the ones that are important voices. Like when you're playing your part, you still want to be able to hear those going on top of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's all good. So let's do 11:21 all together. Put all that together, right? Got it? Ready? 1, and 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Here we go. Yeah, that's great. That's the idea. What I want to hear more of is that first crescendo. I know it's not as big as this next one, but I need to hear if y'all do need to feel that as a forte and just to get up to that level, because that's the most important thing here is stressing those dynamics. So let's hear those first 2 measures again and really try to bring out that crescendo and then get back down. Actually, first 4 measures so y'all can get back down to the piano. Ready? 1, 2, at 11, 2, ready, go. Yeah, that was great. Pretty much. Let's do it exactly like that. I want to hear it just that way again. One more time for repetition. Ready? 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Hey, one more time, just for a few missed notes, just for a few more. One more repetition. Ready? 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Raphael, loosen up a lot of these neck muscles. I'm hearing it in your sound, just really tight. I hear a lot of tightness in your throat and tight neck muscles. A good way to help is think about the back of your tongue being real low. Like at a doctor's office, the tongue depressor, they put ah, and then they push the back of your tongue down. What that's going to do is open up your oral cavity, and you'll be able to play, big beefier sounds like that when it's needed for the forte part.
I'm keeping my teeth together like this.
Oh, yeah? Oh, it needs spacesuits even, and empties the spit, too. Y'all go ahead and take some time to clear out your spit valves. Empty spit. I'm getting a little jargly. While I look at what we look at next.
There's tape on my spit valve.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I lost a little fluffy thing.
Oh, rough. The pad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, pull it out and try to do that. Here we go. So the next chunk is 21 through 49. That's all easy, right? The same thing over and over, right? So in the case, we all got to get used to being able to count that and not getting lost on how long these phrases are. See that? 12 bars, 16 bars. That's all it is. 60 minutes. So it's really symmetrical. Where you are going to feel the finish and go on to 49. It should be pretty obvious because it's really symmetrical in the phrasing. Even though y'all repeat the same thing, it's easy to get lost, lose focus just because you're just playing 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, and eventually you're just going to tune out altogether. So just focus on the symmetry of the phrases, because there's 2 groups of 8 measures, and that's all it is. If you count them, there's 16 measures. There's a lot of stuff, musical phrases happen in 2, 4, 8, 16, or sometimes 12. You know what I'm saying? The groups of 4. So you're gonna be able to feel that where you go on to 49 really easily. But yeah, just try to keep counting with the measures and keep using your eyes, because when you do these with the full run-throughs, it's gonna be easy to get lost and lose place. Ready? Let's go ahead and do that. We got everything's this. It's the same thing over and over. See, I'll play legato. For me to calm, that means legato, connected, flowing, lyrical. You know, but y'all remember to stay underneath the melody. So at this point, you need to be able to make sure you hear any other melody. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. Ready? Go. Stop. What measure we stop on?
37.
Boom.
Yeah.
We stopped at down me that. That's good. That means you are counting, paying attention. You feel how symmetrical that felt too? That was just one of those groups of 8. And then you add one on top of that. That's good. So that was all, no, that's actually 2 of those groups of 8. See that?
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually 32. My bad, I miscounted. So there's, 16, 20, 24. It's actually 28. So it is not that symmetrical, actually. But yeah, y'all are counting. Y'all did great. And that's, hey, go ahead, Uriah, go ahead and play that by yourself, just a little bit of it. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Listen to Uriah. Yeah, hear that? Let's hear you, Raphael. Go ahead. Play the same thing. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Ready, go. A little bit behind the beat, yeah, a little bit behind the beat. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. You hear how your attacks are a little bit late as a section? I feel random. Like right when y'all articulate, it's a little bit mixed, a little bit off from each other. Let's do that again as a section. Ready?
It's piano, so I'm trying to play piano.
Yeah, I know. So, but the air. You start with the air. I mean, your air start needs to happen right on, even if it's if you have to get it first, to start sending the air through it before. If you have to think slightly before that downbeat, that might help too, you know? So y'all will line that up. Ready? 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1. That's great. That's fine. Yeah, I don't need to hear all that. That's all good. And then so the next thing we're gonna do 49 to the end. That's what the next goal is. But let's go ahead and look through 49. If you're looking 49 through 57, that's all the same. Let's go ahead and play 49 through 57. What does it say right next to piano? That piano marking right there.
Crescendo.
Yeah. Crescendo. It's kind of sh. Yeah, it's kind of sh. Poco a poco, which means little by little. In Italian, that means little by little. So that means here you got to spin that whole, 8 measures. Raphael, you spin that whole 8 measures from 49 to 57. See that? And it's all got a crescendo. It's going to start real low. And you can't get too big too fast or it won't have anywhere to go. So like think about halfway through, start actually making that push, you know?
Why'd you say Raphael?
I don't know. It just seemed like you weren't paying attention. But you are, though. So thanks. I'm just joking.
I was just doing this.
Oh, you're good. No worries, dude. No worries. I know, yeah, y'all's heads are totally jumbled. Y'all been curriculum testing all day. I feel you. I was at Canyon Lake High School earlier doing observations with Mr. Watley, just so I wouldn't sit in a room for 4 hours and do nothing, right? So yeah, but that means is crescendo poco poco, and about halfway through is when you need to start actually making it big. So take your time, getting that. Don't get it too big too fast. Let's try that. And where it says marcato at top of that, what does marcato mean?
Man, I don't know.
Can anybody raise their hand and tell me? Everybody have an idea of what marcato means?
Maybe.
Go ahead.
Slowly speeding up.
No, marcato is a style, just like a staccato or legato. It's something similar to that, like a style of articulation, you know? Everybody, yeah, I didn't know if y'all learned that yet. Marcato basically means a little bit of slightly heavy front to the note, and still full value, but slightly detached. You know, think about that march style. You remember the descending eighth notes in El Alamein, like the beginning, bum 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 bum, with the heavy front. You know what I mean? Dum bum 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 bum. Yeah, so not short. It's still like it's got a little bit of heavy front to the note, almost slightly accented, like very slightly accented, and then slightly detached at the end. So you don't connect them totally. It's a bum 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 bum. Ready?
Yeah, we did a song like this. We Are the Hawks. Like we do something like
Oh,
this.
okay, yeah, We Are the Hawks. That's it. That's like a march kind of theme. They want, yeah, that boom, boom, boom. Ready? 2. And ready? 2. Let's just play that whole phrase and try to focus on the crescendo. Start real slow, low, and I'll start telling y'all where y'all need to start making that push. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. A little bit longer, right? Yeah. Yeah, well, now that we got the style that, go ahead and play that again, Uriah, a little bit. Ready, 2, ready, go. I want a little bit heavier front to it, so boom, 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 like right at the start of the note. Ready? Go ahead, try again. 2, ready, go. No worries, go ahead. 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, a little bit. So try to match that. It's just a little bit of push of a little bit more air right in the front so that you can bring that heavier front to it. Let's try that again. Ready? And now this time, now that we got the style down, focus more on that crescendo that we didn't really focus on much last time. So you start nice and quiet like that. That's great. And then 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. A little bit louder. A little bit louder. So then you'll have the same thing. It's a little bit different. You see, look at 57 to 65, a little bit different, right? The same thing, but there's no crescendo. We're already arrived. And when that half note right there that leads into 57, draw a little crescendo mark into that. So grab your pencils and draw a crescendo underneath that half note that leads into 57.
I forgot what crescendo means.
Oh, the less than era. You know what I'm saying? It's that opening thing. This is a crescendo, right here. See this guy? That's a decrescendo. So it opening up that way. Yeah. So you draw that underneath that to where you can be aware that half note pushes, it makes a big push into this downbeat at 57. And that's where we've arrived. There at 57.
Well, 58, there's a little bit of note change, like E,
Yep,
B,
and that's
F.
it changes a 2-bar pattern. It does that quite change. So let's do that 57 to 65. You got that?
57.
Ready? 57. And 2. And we're loud. 2, ready, go. Right. But yeah, that was good. You hear that change? That where you just went straight legato right there? That was a very good example of legato. Whether or not you realize you did it or not, you started getting full value notes that were nice and connected. And you can barely nice full value. You know, you want to hear the air between all that. You don't want to hear that airstream stop at any point. So that was good when we arrived at 65. So naturally those B flat, I'm wanting to hear that low B flat pops out a lot just because, you know, jump down to there and give it that much air. It's gonna really stand out as far as, you know. So we're trying to have that balance between all those notes right there. So we're loud, but try to still keep that marcato style, so that when we get to 65, we notice a difference between the very legato and the marcato that we came from, right? You know, that's what we're really looking for right there mostly. So let's go ahead, 57 again. Ready? 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah. Great, let's stop there. Now let's try to do. I'm not gonna make y'all do 49 to 65. That's the same. That's just
Repeating
stamina. Yeah, that's a stamina exercise with y'all's wind. You know what I mean? Y'all get, and that's a good exercise to do that by yourself, going back and forth between those partials like that. That's really good because they're off different series. Let's say you got low, high. You're changing. You're doing like this with your lips, which is good. You know, like you're doing that low, and that's a good exercise. And it's a good exercise to show how much stamina you got in your lungs for the breathing. Okay, let's do 65 to 73. Ba, 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 da. Ready? Let's do that. And then carefully notice where those ties are, where the slurs are, to not articulate those beat 4. I want to hear those articulations. Ready? 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, well let's take this 2 measures at a time. 65. We're gonna fix 65 and 66. We're gonna make sure we hit that that high C. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Again, and 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, and again, and 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, it's great. And let's go move on to the next 2 measures. Ready? 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, play it again. 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, let's really focus on not articulating that B4. So, ta, ta, ti, ah, ta, ta, right? 1, 2, ready, go. Don't lose time on that. Don't hold those extra beats. Ready? One more time. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, again and go. Great. And let's do the next. Let's look at the next measures. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. And so that slur, that's a big slur right there that you're gonna have to. That slur is gonna require instantly faster air and instant a little bit more firmer corners and instantly faster air when we jump up to that. Ready? 1 and 2 and 69. Ready, go. Good, yeah. Good again. Ready? And 1, 2, ready, go. Better. And again. And 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, Rye by himself. 2 and 1, 2, ready, go. You hear that? Everybody try to model that. That was great. 1, 2, ready, go. Great. All right, let's do the last 2 measures. That's the easiest 2 measures of that chunk. Ready? And just remember, just T, ta, ta, ta. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Again. 2, ready, go. T, ta, ta, ta. 2, ready, go. That's good. You ready to do that whole thing? 65 to 73. We got that. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, stop. Let's count and clap. Count and clap 65. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I think the only thing that gives us trouble is the first two measures. Let's count and clap first two measures of that. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3. Ready, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3. 1. That's good. Okay, so now let's put that back in on our horns. Ready? 1 and 2 and 1, 2, ready, go. Raphael, play that by yourself, please. 1, 2, ready, go. Don't lose time. You see the tempo starting to drop just a little bit, and jump, and you got to jump to that high C, bum, 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 and then you can get off that if you need to take a breath. You can get off that C in time to take a breath and get back to the A flat. Ready? 1, 2, again and go. See, you hold that the whole 2 beats. Half note gets 2 beats, right?
Yeah.
So make sure you hold that all the way through. One more time. 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah. So if you need to mark the rest of those A flats that are after that as 1, go ahead and do that if you don't have those marked. I already got them. Cool. You already got those. Yeah, mark other notes. Any fingerings or anything you have trouble, definitely mark it. Marking's great. And so I'm supposed to highlight different parts of y'all's music that maybe need work for individual stuff. So 65 to 73. All that. So that needs everything else. Let's hear that again in section. Ready? 1 and 2 and 1. Oh, there's the tempo right there. They're working on that right now. Ready? I think we're on the same section too. I just heard him play that part. 1, 2, ready, go. Oh, wait, stop. Raphael, what? Is there something wrong with your wrist or something? Or your elbow? No. We're supposed to have 2 hands on the instrument, right? Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, sir. Ready? Do that again. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. So I'm just gonna highlight these just so y'all remember any of these ones that are slurred, just for a visual reminder. Just gonna do the same here. Highlight those that are slurred. I think they're playing that section right there. Ready? Let's do that again. And then the rest, there's not much to the rest, right? Really isn't. So let's go ahead. Let's do 65. And that's a part. Y'all are still forte right there. So that y'all probably stand out greatly. That's probably the full band right there. What that tells me is probably the most dense part of the score, where the most people are playing at the same time. So that's why that y'all still have to play loud and proud right there. And with nice multi legato. Ready? 1 and 2 and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better each time. So I mean, looking at the rest, there's not much. It's all stepwise stuff, right? I mean, we can hit all that. Where's the new tempo? Oh, the new tempo. We're already at 57. That's why they've been going faster. That's why I've been thinking, because we're supposed to be at 138 plus, and we came from 116. So that's a big tempo change. That's a lot faster. So let's do that 65 out right here. Let's do it about right here. Ready? I think that's where the tempo is supposed to be. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. probably the most difficult part of the piece, and that's not even that hard, you know? So y'all got that in the bag, and besides the 11, let's look back at 11 through 21. That's the only other, I think, difficult part of the piece, only because what it's doing dynamically. You'll have to make sure you'll bring that out. We already talked about that. Ready? Let's do 11 and 21. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, see, jump a little bit gun on the, you're right, jump a little bit gun on the tap, pulse. Ready? So y'all hold those full value. 1, and 2, and 1, 2, again, and go. Yeah, that sounded good. Y'all still got that in the bag. Well, then y'all pretty much got this whole thing. Let's go ahead and try 85 to 92, which is the same thing, but it's like up. You see that? As what you just played, look at 11 rhythmically and look at 85 rhythmically. It's like the same thing. It's the same phrase, just up. It's up a fourth. You see what I'm saying? That's great. So let's try that. We'll go slower because we're back at original tempo at that point. And then, but it's great for y'all because y'all don't have to control that ritornello. See that the 2 measures progress y'all before that? Y'all get to hear the band and hear them slow down to arrive at the tempo you'll need to arrive at. Y'all don't have to play that. That's great. That's the best thing you'd ask for, especially as a percussionist. Because you're setting the tempo or controlling the tempo, and like you're the guy that has to be right there with the conductor, like to control this. And if you're not disagree with him at all, the whole bottom can drop out. You know what I mean? Like people can get a beat off. It's totally crazy, but that's good. Y'all don't have that responsibility in this, so be happy. Ready? 85. Let's take it. First 4 measures of 85. Ready? 1. So it does the same thing dynamically too. See that? 1 and 2 and 1, 2. Ready? Go. Let's look at those last 2 measures we just hit. The rest sounded pretty good. Let's look at 91 and 92. 91 and 92. Ready? 1 and 2 and 9, 1. Ready? Go. Yeah. And then at the end,
Yeah, now we just
trombone. Oh, that's why that's why it's split part. So y'all play the bottom note. It's split. I didn't see this before. You see how it says TRB on the top and UF on the bottom?
Yeah,
Second
trombone.
blast.
in
Yeah,
the
that means
top.
trombone takes top 1 and euphonium. I didn't know this was a part. Y'all, so that means y'all are playing the same part in this, you know? So listen to end of trombones as reference if y'all ever get lost or y'all need an anchor because y'all are playing the same part, you know? So that way, when you do get to the end there, that molto ritornello, that you play the bottom note. And I'm not even going to work on that with y'all because those are just notes. That's just something you have to go ahead and look. I would get your pencils and right above that ritornello right there, write watch conductor. You know what I'm saying? Right above that ritornello. Or just draw a pair of eyeglasses and write the word conductor. You know, it's like visual, anything, just the indicator to let y'all know that y'all need to start watching conductor. Conductor. OR. See, this is cross-curricular studies. We're studying music, we're studying spelling, we're studying mathematics. It's great, right? That's the good thing about band, right? Right? Am I right or am I right? Yeah, exactly. Good. Cool. So, I mean, that touches a lot of that. Let's go ahead. I think for the last several minutes of class, let's go ahead and touch Flight of Eagles. I think they're all about to pack up. Let's look at Flight of Eagles and at least talk about some of the elements we need to be aware of and pay attention of on Flight of Eagles, okay? Y'all spent the most time on this, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, Bite of Eagles.
I think of
This
all...
one's ease.
Light of
You think so?
Sequels.
Well,
I
the last
like
one was
these.
the easiest one, and then there's this one.
Yeah, last one, y'all don't have very important part.
Just
El
same
Alamein
thing.
isn't that hard either, right? There's nothing difficult. Let's just look, let's not work on this. Let's just look at different things to be aware of. That first note, fortissimo with treetop accent. That means the one accent like this means 1 dynamic louder. The treetop that's like points upward, that means 2 dynamic levels louder, okay? So what that means to me is 4 Fs. So, bum, 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 bum. Right? That's all easy. What is this? A. Oh, looks like we're packing up. We'll work on this next time.
Wait, how do you know how it looks like?
What?
You said it looks like we're packing up. You can't look out the door that much.
I just know things. I can't get anything past us band directors, you know. Joking. Hey, good job. So it's like, what are the two different styles we talked about today?
I don't know.
Remember, one of them was
Legato.
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 What does that mean? What does legato mean? We didn't do staccato today. We talked about it.
Legato's the
It starts with an L.
legato.
A definition, yes. What is it?
Like isn't staccato? Yeah, legato's like where we like get louder and quieter and stuff.
That's dynamic stuff. This is so this is talking about full legato means full value and connected, like lyrical connected notes. You know what I'm saying? Full value. Marcato, that's the other one we talked about. But what about some characteristics of marcato?
Characteristics.
What are some of the things I described it as? Slightly.
Slower.
No.
Slightly quicker.
No.
Slightly harder.
I'm gonna go over this again. Remember, legato is long, full notes connected, right? The lyrical stuff. Marcato is slightly accented, slightly detached, heavy front to the note, right? Remember, that's like the march style. Boom, 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 right? So that when y'all see that on your music, you're gonna know what it means, right?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome. Hey, thank y'all for your attention today. I appreciate
How'd
it.
it go, Baritones?
Y'all did great.
Hey, I want to talk to you about your